Folks, buckle up, Raider Nation, because in the neon glow of Sin City, where fortunes flip faster than a quarterback's decision under pressure, we're staring down a gut-wrenching crossroads. Imagine this, your team's unbreakable warrior, the guy who sacks dreams for a living, suddenly on the trading block. What if Maxx Crosby, the heartbeat of the silver and black, gets shipped out before he even hits 30? Yeah, it's the kind of talk that stops you mid-bite of that tailgate hot dog. Welcome back to Raiders Report. I'm your host, diving deep into the drama that's got Allegiant Stadium, our very own Death Star, buzzing like it's game day against the Chiefs. Today, we're unpacking a bombshell from podcaster extraordinaire John Middlecoff. The Raiders might just cash in on Crosby come the 2026 offseason. Let's roll. First off, let's set the scene straight. No sugarcoating. We just clawed through the 2025 trade deadline like survivors in a bad sequel to Mad Max, and Maxx Crosby? He's still ours. Whispers were swirling louder than a desert dust storm. Teams like the Dallas Cowboys, those star-crazed contenders down in Big D, sniffing around our edge rusher like he was the last rib at a Texas barbecue. But GM John Spytek and the front office? They hit the brakes. Loyalty won the day, at least for now. And Crosby? The man's a poet with a pass rush move. He doubled down on his vow to Las Vegas, telling reporters, "I just have a special connection with the fan base. I've been here for 7 years, and they've been through it, just like I've been through it." 7 years of blood, sweat, and those signature pirate skull tats. It's the kind of bond that echoes Al Davis's rebel spirit, back when the Raiders were flipping off the establishment from Oakland to LA. But here's where the plot thickens, Raiders faithful. Enter John Middlecoff, the sharp-tongued sage from The Late Shift podcast, dropping truth bombs that hit harder than a Crosby spin move. Middlecoff's not mincing words. Obviously, Maxx Crosby is an elite player. But I don't think he has much value on a team that's doing nothing because of the way the Raiders structure contracts. You can trade him this offseason. If you can trade Sauce Gardner for a couple ones, you can trade Max for a lot. Oof. He's got a point, doesn't he? We're sitting at 2-7 this season, folks. A record that feels like we've been stuck in neutral since that heartbreaking OT loss to the Chargers last month. We shipped out Jacoby Myers, our go-to deep threat, for scraps that barely fill a wheelbarrow. It's a white flag waving in the wind, admitting we're not contenders. Not yet. Now, let's break this down like we're diagramming a goal line stand. Crosby's no flash in the pan. He's 28 now, turning 29 by next summer, and he's already etched his name in Raiders lore. Remember his rookie year in 2020? Kid from Eastern Michigan, overlooked in the 4th round, bursts onto the scene with 7.5 sacks like he was born in a silver jumpsuit. Fast forward, back-to-back 14-sack seasons, leading the league in pressures last year, all while battling through that brutal ankle injury that could have sidelined a lesser man. He's our tone setter, the guy who embodies commitment to excellence, that sacred motto Al Davis thundered from the sidelines in the 70s, fueling 3 Super Bowl runs with legends like Ken Stabler slinging it to Cliff Branch and Marcus Allen rumbling for daylight. Max. He's the modern echo, sacking Mahomes twice in that wild 2023 upset, or stripping the ball from Herbert like it was personal. Tactically, he's a nightmare for offenses, those long arms disrupting the pocket, forcing QBs into that panic scramble. But on a 2-7 squad? It's like having a Ferrari in a demolition derby. Zoom out for the big picture, because stats don't lie, and history's got receipts. Compare this to the Raiders' last full rebuild under Gruden in 2018. We were 4-12, trading away Amari Cooper for a first-rounder that became Henry Ruggs. Well, hindsight's 20/20 on that one. Fast forward to now, our cap sheet's a house of cards. Crosby's rocking a $38.1 million hit this year, with $30 mil guaranteed in 26. That's real money when you're scraping for draft picks to build around bright spots like rookie running back Ashton Jeanty. Oh man, that kid from Boise State is a revelation, isn't he? Drafted in the 2nd round, he's already averaging 5.2 yards a carry, slicing through lines like a young Bo Jackson reborn. And don't get me started on tight end Brock Bowers, our 24 first-round steal from Georgia. 10 touchdowns already, turning short passes into silver daggers. These guys are the foundation, but without a franchise QB. Aiden O'Connell's shown flashes, but let's be real, he's no Stabler, we're years away. Middlecoff nails it, they just don't have the talent. And I think they thought they were better than they were. Max is their quickest path toward resetting this thing. Picture this fictional huddle chat, I caught up with head coach Pete Carroll in my mind's eye, that eternal optimist with his Seahawk swagger now transplanted to the desert. "Max is our rock," he'd say, visor tipped low. "But football's a business, and if it means stacking the deck for Janty and Bowers to shine under the lights, we owe it to the nation to explore every angle." And from the stands, imagine a die-hard fan, silver face paint cracking under the Vegas sun. "Trade Max? Over my cold, dead chalice. He's the reason I bleed black and silver, through the Tuck Rule heartbreak, the Carr era droughts, all of it." Emotional? You bet. Crosby's not just stats. He's the guy vowing to give everything I've got until I can't anymore, channeling that John Madden fire, the same Madden who called Raiders games with a twinkle in his eye, turning boom into legend. So, what's the crystal ball say? Middlecoff's onto something seismic. By 2026, with a draft class loaded like a black hole tailgate, think elite QBs and trench monsters, trading Crosby could net 2 firsts and a second, easy. Suitors. Cowboys need that edge after Parsons tires. Eagles, always scheming with Sirianni. Lions, building that Motor City monster. It accelerates the reset under Spytek and Carroll, maybe landing us that next big arm to sling it to Adams before Devontae bolts. But the flip side, it risks fracturing the soul of Raider Nation. We're the team of outlaws, born in Oakland's grit, exiled to LA's glamour, reborn in Vegas's vice. Ditch Crosby, and we lose that rebellious edge, the same fire that torched the Broncos in those heated 90s brawls or outlasted the Chiefs in Super Bowl XI. Fans might riot, ticket sales dip, and poof, there goes the continuity that kept us loyal through lean years. Look, it's a gamble, pure and simple, but that's the Raiders' way. Middlecoff's pitch makes cold, hard sense for a rebuild, but would Raider Nation ever forgive it? That's the million-dollar question hanging over the Death Star like a question mark on a slot machine. All right, silver and black, that's your Raiders report for today. Raw, real, and ready for the fight. Hit that subscribe button, drop your hot takes in the comments. Trade Max or ride with the Pirate. And don't miss Sunday's clash with the Broncos. It's prime time for payback in the AFC West blood feud. Until next time, commit to excellence, Raiders Nation. Just win, baby.